Most people didn't give up because they're weak. They gave up because the system they were born into was never designed to let them win. Look around. Everyone feels tired, stretched thin, under pressure, behind schedule, and somehow still expected to pretend everything is fine. That isn't an accident. That is architecture. The system wants you exhausted, not destroyed, exhausted, because a broken person revolts, but a tired person complies. So they built a world of microdrains, constant notifications, nonstop crises, inflation that eats paychecks, news designed to trigger fear, entertainment designed to distract, and careers that demand more energy than they return. People aren't lazy, they're depleted. This generation didn't fail the system. The system failed the generation. And it failed by design. Why? Because a stable, grounded, self-aware human being becomes unpredictable. You stop buying what they sell. You stop believing what they broadcast. You stop needing the structures that profit from your stress, your confusion, your divided attention. A person who knows who they are is the one thing the system cannot control. So the game is simple. Keep people overwhelmed, undersupported, emotionally flooded, and subtly ashamed for not thriving in a structure engineered to drain them. Here's the logic behind it. A clear mind asks questions. A chaotic mind obeys. A fulfilled person is unshakable. An overstimulated person is dependent. A connected society becomes powerful. A divided society becomes manageable. A population that knows its own worth stops kneeling. A population that doubts itself kneels automatically. This is why people have given up. Not because they lack willpower, but because they were taught to burn all their willpower on surviving, leaving none left for living. It's intentional, not in the cartoon villain sense people imagine, but in the subtle, structural, generational logic that every empire uses when it senses that control is slipping. When you want to keep a society docile, you don't chain their bodies, you chain their attention, you chain their time, you chain their sense of possibility, you chain their belief in themselves. That's how you create a civilization of tired souls who stop reaching for anything higher than comfort. But here's the part they never planned for. Some people wake up because of the pressure. Some people start questioning because of the exhaustion. Some people refuse to break because they finally see the bars that were always around them. Awakening doesn't happen in comfort. It happens in collapse. It happens when everything that once numbed you stops working. It happens when you realize the system isn't malfunctioning. It's functioning exactly as intended. And once you understand that the design was the prison, you stop blaming yourself for being tired. You stop thinking your burnout is personal failure. You stop assuming your lack of joy is a moral flaw. You finally see the truth. And that is all it takes to collapse an empire of illusions. Humanfluence. Out.